You couldn't write it. Puncture. Literally, coming up this hill here, chain dropped, which he's never done before, and then the puncture happened as well at the exact same time. Anyway, welcome to another video. So, it's quite fitting actually, starting off with a puncture, because today I want to talk about tyres and get some information from you. And yeah, just have a good ride. Hopefully we'll be back for dinner, but with this puncture and me stood here waffling, yeah, better get a shimmy on. It's 8:05 and it's a Sunday morning. Let's get cracking. Well, what a palaver that was. There's nothing even in the tube, the tyre. Tried pumping the tube up. No air was going in it. Luckily I've got a spare tube with me. So I'm just at the foot of Gladstone Edge, just making me ascent up to the White House. So as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, today I'm going to talk to you about tyres, and I want your info. Now I'll tell you the reason why I've not gone tubeless at the top of this hill, and then hopefully you can give me your input. Just for the record, I'm a big fan of tubeless on the mountain bike, but yeah, I'll speak to you that at the top. That was tough, that was really tough. But yeah, worthwhile up here. I know I've been up here a few times and done videos, but never gets boring. Do you know what? I'm going to get around the corner there, out of the wind, and I'll tell you about the tube bus. Done in. What a stunning little place. Honestly, I love roads like this where there's hardly any cars. Just quiet. So anyway, yeah, tubeless. So I've tried tubeless on the road bike twice. A few years ago I had GP 5000s was my first time. Might have been 4000s, I can't remember now. They were definitely Contis and they were horrible to get on. Luckily I never had a puncture on them, but one thing that they did do, which was quite annoying because I was commuting on the bike, was every few days I had to top up the bloody pressures. Then most recently I decided that I was going to go tubeless again, and I decided to go with some Schwabel, just because a lot of people were suggesting them. And on my mountain bike I actually run a Schwabel, however you pronounce it, Hans Dampf and a Magic Mary, and they're honestly, for this area, I think they're brilliant. So yeah, I decided to go Schwabel, got them, put them on. They're an absolute bitch to get on the rims. Then with a bitch to get seated, I had to actually take it to my local bike mechanic for him to sort out, and even he was struggling with them. Anyway, got them on, and then the day after I set off from my house to go and do the Tour de Manche, and I was going to be doing the 100-mile version. Left my house in Royton and got to Middleton, which really isn't far. It's about 4 miles going down roads. Got a puncture. Anyway, pulled over, plugged it, got back up and running. Literally got about 20 yards and got another puncture. Got that sorted, got back up and running. Managed to get to the start line. Got my number and everything, got checked in, got to the start line, rolled through the start line, onto the main road, turned left, got round the corner and got another bloody puncture. Anyway, I was with my mate Dan, and he stayed with me, and then I got another puncture. I was like, Dan, come on, you just crack on. I thought at this point I'll put a tube in it, and I had an absolute nightmare, and I mean a nightmare trying to get it in. Managed to get one in, but in all the bloody stress of putting it on, I actually pinch punctured the tube, which at that point then I just pissed me. I was pissed right off. Phoned the missus up and asked her to come pick me up. Thought I'd thrown the towel in. My son Caden said, why don't you use your other tyres, Dad? I thought, yeah, good shout. So I got Amy to come out with my winter tyres, threw them on the bike, got going, had no issues. So that's the reason why I won't go tubeless on the road bike, although every now and again the voice pops into my head. Then give it a go. It's just how hard they are to get on these rims. Honestly, they're horrible. And I hear so many people saying that they can get them on easier. I've just never been able to get them on, and I'm quite good with getting tyres on rims, but not tubeless ones on road tyres. Mountain bikes, no problem. Normal tyres on road bike, no problem. Don't even need a bloody tyre levers to get it on. But just look at this, honestly. Cycling truly is the best. Some people go to church on Sunday mornings. Welcome to my church. If you've enjoyed this video so far, please consider subscribing, and there will be a giveaway. As I said, I'm still not sure whether it'll be a water bottle. I've got an idea of something to give away, and it will be coming out of my own pocket. So recently I've been looking at all different brands. So I started off looking at Goodyear, Pirelli, Continental, Vittoria's, and lots of other brands. Just for reference, I'm currently running Continental GP 5000s on 28 mils, and I'd like to go up a size, so to either a 30 or a 32. I'm not too fussed as long as I'm going up, just to bring back that extra comfort that the original tyres that were on the Trek were fitted with. Forget the name of them now. They were the Bontrager, I think they're R2s or R3s, to bring back the comfort what they had, but with a bit more performance, a bit more responsive. And the two that I'm currently settled on, and I've run one of these I've run before, is the Continental 4 Seasons. I've actually run them over summer. I think they're a brilliant tyre. And someone put a comment in a group when I went asking, saying if it's not broke, don't fix it. And I kind of agree with that. However, I can't get the idea of having a set of Pirellis now on the cars. I used to work for Audi, and Pirellis were a fantastic tyre. The P0s, I know that's on a car, and you can't, I don't know what the word is I'm looking for, but you can't compare the road and car tyres. However, Pirelli, I've got a massive history in making performance tyres, and I'd love to run a set, and they do some P0, they do a P0 4 season. I think they only go up to a 30 mil or a 32 mil, and they seem to be like rocking horse shit to get hold of. So yeah, what I want to know is, what do you guys run? What's your experience with tubeless? Let's get a conversation going down below, because at the moment I'm confused. It's currently Sunday morning, and I've been looking since Friday night. I was in work yesterday, spent most of the day looking at tyres. But for this moment I don't need to stress about that, because just look at this. Honestly, it's a beautiful part of the world. I'd absolutely love to live here. Just making my descent down to Ebden Bridge. I'm gonna go and grab a coffee there. Let's go. One more thing with the tyres as well is that I quite fancy something so I can go off-road, you know, do a bit of light gravel, which apparently Domane's more than capable of. And just for reference as well, the reason why I'm going 4 seasons rather than a pure out and out summer tyre is, so we're currently in August, and the weather this summer has been absolutely atrocious. Honestly, it's been so bad. Probably one of the worst that I can remember. Obviously next month, September, then October's here. Before you know it, we're going to be into the autumn winter months, and I'm currently starting thinking about obviously winter kit and getting the bike ready for winter. So only one thing left to do now is to get into Ebden Bridge and get some food, because boy, I'm hungry, really hungry. All I've had is 2 bananas, no breakfast, and man's feeling it. So since I last spoke to you, I've had Baker's signing was nice, by the way, but I've had driving headwind all the way down from Ebden Bridge to Littleborough, and I still have. It seems to be following me, and obviously, as you can see, rain. I'm soaked. I brought no jacket out with me. I need to find something, because this isn't good at all. Luckily, I'm not far from home, so all the stats from the ride will be popping up here. I'm gonna end the video here and get myself home, so please consider subscribing, and I'll see you soon.